we're going to talk about brother-to-brother love. All right? Brother-to-brother love is the kind of love that you feel oftentimes with your siblings, sometimes with friends. It's just this bond that you have. Back in the day, my older brother Nathan, before Luke came along, who's the third, I'm number 2. Before Luke and Adam, I have 3 brothers. Nathan and I would play one-on-one football. And I know what you're thinking. Man, that's a lot of run plays. It's not hard to figure out pass run. Okay? Not so with Nathan. He was the only person in the history of one-on-one football that could throw a pass play. Okay? And here's how it would go. You know, I'd be lined up on him. You know, he'd be here. He'd have the ball. Now! Said, hit! You know, because that's what you said back in the early 80s. Hit! Instead of hut. And so he'd go back, you know, for a pass. And I'm like, what? Oh, pass rush! You know, and so I'd be like, ooh, coming after him. And he would wait for that opportune moment. And he'd be like, whoop, run around me, catch the ball, off to the races. My brother was abusive to me. I was too little to know that you don't rush the passer in one-on-one football. You cover the receiver. Oh, brother. Of course, I was always too small to throw a pass on him, you know. And I'd be like, hit. And he'd rush the passer. And I'd be like, you know. It was just, well, we would get tired of one-on-one football. And we had this friend across the street. He was a little older than Nathan. Jason Hudgens is his name. We'd sometimes go over there. Jason, come out and play. You know, he'd come play football with us. And this one day, I don't know what I did, but I got Jason mad at me. I know, it's hard to believe. But he was mad at me. He started tagging me in the arm. And I was like, you know, whatever. And I remember to this day what Nathan did. He bowed up to Jason. He said, Jason, you leave him alone. You leave my brother alone. And though Nathan himself had beaten my arm up many times in his life, you know, it was like all of a sudden, it was us against him. I remember I like got dizzy. And I was like, whoa, my brother's sticking up for me. Yeah, Jason, leave me alone, you know. It was like this amazing feeling because I knew my brother had my back. And if it like came down to it, I was going to go versus Jason. You know, if he was going to go on my brother, I was going to go on him. Lanky, skinny, scrawny, was going to start flailing, you know. He was going to noodle to death right there, you know. It was like we were against him. It was us against him. I had his back. He had my back. It was go time. Brother to brother love. Man, it was awesome.